All right, so hi people. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. Um, in the kitchen currently, just got finished making me some granola. I'll show it to you. Well, you know what? Flip the camera. Yeah, so this is my second time making it, but in a smaller pan. So I figured I'd put it in a bigger pan because the thickness, I didn't want it as thick. So that's about a half an inch is what I was looking for. But yeah, I'm getting my day. I guess I guess you could say started. It's 9:36. But yeah. So I headed back here in the back just to get on the computer to do some stuff. Right now, we got a to-do list. So I'm gonna do that. But I figured I'd come on and talk to you guys for a minute. Just to kind of get, like I said at the beginning, familiar with this thing and this whole talking to a camera type deal. Um, but for the most part, this is probably about the 15th video that I've like attempted and just hadn't done anything to it. Just attempted it, recorded it, and it's sitting in my files. Uh-oh, sorry, buddy. So I was like, okay, let me try it again. And I was listening to the radio this morning, and it caught my attention about how our race, particularly the black race. I mean, not everybody, but some of us fall into this I don't need help category. Like you're dealing with things. It was on the Ricky Smiley show this morning, and he was talking about mental health and how real it is. And I got to thinking, like, yeah, it really is real. It's like one of those things where we try to cope with it, the best way we think we know how, or if we tell a person about how we're feeling or whatever, we get that brush off or take it to God in prayer. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can take it in God in prayer, but at the same time, you also need that you still need to talk to somebody outside. Outside. Sorry, he's just wanting to. He see me talking, and this is why my videos don't go up. So, because I'm having to stop, and I hadn't got that editing part yet down. So, anyway, I digress. But back to what I was saying. So he was just saying, like in general, that we oftentimes just think that we can, not think, but we oftentimes deal with these things from childhood trauma, losing a loved one, and not fully giving yourself time to heal and process the whole thing, because not every one person is the same when they're processing death or just processing anything. Like we hold on to it, and that's our way. That's our copingism. That's how we cope. We hold on to it because we feel like if we let it go, that'll be a distant memory in our mind, and we won't go. We'll forget about it. And to me, it's like, I've lost people that were close to me, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be through death, and I dealt with it my own way, and I still deal with it, certain things of death. It's just one of them things where I was young when it happened, so it's like, you trying to deal with that aspect of it. Like, okay, you're processing as an adult. Like, I always question, like, why, and then I had to I had to go to God and ask for Him to heal me of that asking why, because I know, He makes no mistakes on what He does. If it's our time, it's our time, and that's the kind of the motto I kind of go by, but not always. Like, if it's our time, it's our time. But if there's things like far as our health go that we can control to not lead to that, then yeah, that's a process, because it took years for you to get there. So it's not gonna take these like weeks and stuff to get out of what you put yourself in when it comes to your health. But it is a wise decision to take note and take heed of what they're telling you. You know, when you change your diet, change how you know, change certain things at a slow pace. You know, not all at once because it's overwhelming. But, you know, I got what he was saying. It kind of hit like, wow, you know, he is right. Like, stop holding things that, and stop feeling like just because you're of a certain race that you're opt out of going to seek that help. And when most people, when we look at, oh, somebody going to talk to a specialist or whatever, oh, they're crazy, or oh, is this and that. And no, it's really to get that help and clarity that you've been looking for. Like, it's mind-boggling. Like, you know, and I'll use an example of myself. You know, I you know, oftentimes I'll go in those little spells where I get either overwhelmed or life becomes, you know, like, man, it's, you know, like, golly, why am I not catching a break? So I kind of, you know, break down. But my scapegoat and my mechanism is talking to people. You know, whether it be relatives or friends, or, you know, just talking, trying to talk it out. Or if I talk it out, and I've gotten to the point where if nobody's available to me, handy dandy notebook, take the pen to the pad and get to writing. Like, I got this, and it's probably several YouTubers I've watched where they've mentioned about brain dumping. When you wake up, or even throughout the day, you got stuff on your mind that's weighing you down. Dump it out. Write it down. Go back to it later so you don't feel so overwhelmed with it. So that's my whole spiel of the day from what I got from, you know, off the radio show. And I was like, man, that you know, it kept sticking with me. And it was like, okay, what am I going to do about it today? So it was like, you know what? Use the resources you have, which is right now, this is what I have, and he's getting all in the way, so I have to push the thing back. But yeah, that's kind of where I was at for this Wednesday morning. It's hump day. So that's just that, and I'm signing off. Peace.